It was like, it's weird because it feels like you're like completely, hey! I'm just telling Lee about yesterday. So you know how I wasn't here, but I was like in the field? We have an Augusta bureau at the State House, and usually that's where Don Kerrigan works, and so I felt like I was in Don Kerrigan's territory a little bit. But it's nice, like we have an office there where you can work if you're working out of the Capitol, so that's where I was yesterday. And I just have to give you guys a huge shout out. Everybody asked awesome questions during that governor debate last night. I was just so impressed with the ones that came in early, like the day before.
Yeah.
And then during, I mean, some of your questions were awesome. Thank you guys so much.
It might be simple, but I really liked the little emoji that came up after the hashtag. It was cute.
That was cool.
Now, for the 6th straight year, crime is down in the state of Maine. We'll take a close look at one of the numbers in that report.
So, Jim, when you are out in woods like this, I mean, how does this compare to, is this thick or not thick?
This is very, very wide open.
Plus, what does it take to be a certified search and rescue member? And around the water cooler today, this is a topic we know you've been talking about because it's been at the top of our chart beat board all day. The gubernatorial debate last night in Augusta, we're going to verify some of the claims made by the candidates. This is News Center Now.
Central Maine Power is ready to make a change to the proposed transmission line that will be in parts of western Maine. Good evening, everybody. I'm Lee Goldberg.
And I'm Lindsay Mills. CMP is now trying to avoid an aerial crossing. To cross under the river using horizontal directional drilling technology to preserve the scenic and recreational value of the segment of the river known as the Kennebec Gorge.
CMP President and CEO Doug Hurling says, quote, "We believe this change may also encourage stronger support from those who appreciate the project's benefits but want to preserve the commercial and aesthetic value of the river as well," end quote. Much more about this story coming up on News Center Maine at 5:30 and 6 o'clock.
We will soon know who will be moving into the Blaine House in Augusta. Maine's 4 candidates for governor, Independents Alan Caron and Terry Hayes, Democrat Janet Mills, and Republican Sean Moody faced off in a News Center Maine Voice of the Voter Forum last night at the Augusta Civic Center.
It was the 7th forum with all of the candidates since Labor Day, but the first to be televised statewide. Later on now, we will verify several claims made by the candidates on climate change, jobs, and education.
There has been a lot of publicity over the last year around the Me Too movement, where men and women are feeling stronger about coming forward to report sexual assault.
A new report out today from the Maine Department of Public Safety shows that reported cases are once again on the rise, and that might not be a bad thing. Crime stats are out, and for the most part, the news is good. For the 6th year in a row, crime in Maine is down 8.2% during 2017, according to the Maine Department of Public Safety. The total decline in crime over the last 6 years is just under 47%. There were 4 crime categories that rose in 2017, and one that stands out, reported rapes, up 17% from last year, and the 3rd year in a row of increased reports.
Well, the number could be attributable to different things. It could be that more of those types of crimes are happening, or it could be that people are willing to come forward now.
Jen Ackerman is a deputy district attorney in Cumberland County and says she's seen a tangible increase in the number of people coming forward to report sexual assaults, even if they took place in the past.
Well, I'd say that there's definitely a willingness on the part of victims to come forward now that they feel more support from law enforcement, from the court system, and community support. They're much more willing to come forward.
So what we're seeing is a lot of folks coming forward because of the Me Too movement.
Kara Corshane is with the Maine Coalition Against Sexual Assault and echoes the sentiment that steady increase in reports of sexual assaults is a good thing.
It's usually around 14,000 sexual assaults or attempted sexual assaults are perpetrated in Maine each year. And so what we do see fluctuate are the number of reports to law enforcement. And what we are actually happy about is that when we see those reports increase and that underlying prevalence stays the same, we know that people are feeling more okay about reporting to law enforcement, and that system is moving toward a better system for victims.
Now, while the number of people reporting sexual assaults is still well below the number of actual victims, the hope is that with the trend of reporters climbing, that gap will ultimately close more and more moving forward.
All right, so many of you waking up a little shocked this morning to see some snow out there. I saw some hail outside my doorstep.
I saw that, and I heard this young lady screaming with joy. Did you hear that? Because I heard that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I heard that. It was audible. I heard it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What? You just love the snow?
I'm not sure if that was me.
It's October.
I know, but it was awesome. Come on. A couple of flakes is kind of breaking us in because, you know, we're going to see more of it later on. The other difference today, the temperatures, of course, it's much cooler. The actual air temperature is much cooler, but on top of that, we have the wind today, and it is feeling very cold. This is the actual air temperature, 42 in Portland. 39 right now in Gray, 40 in Lewiston. Bangor's currently at 39 too, so we just had a tough time warming up after that extremely chilly start to the morning. Right now in Bar Harbor, 39. Cherryfield is at 42 degrees. And the winds are still pretty breezy. Wind speeds 15 to 20 miles an hour for most of us, but the wind gusts have been even higher throughout the day today, and you can see them right now, anywhere from 20, almost up to 40 miles an hour. Winds gusting to around 38 currently in Greenville. So unfortunately, the wind's going to stick around for the next couple of hours, but by tomorrow, things will start to calm down a little bit. Still going to be breezy for the next couple of days, though, so something to think about. Still some snowflakes falling. They're really starting to dry up at this point, but we have some more chances for snow on the way. We'll talk about the full forecast and when it might warm up, at least for a little bit, coming up in a bit, guys.
All right, Jess, thanks so much. Rising floodwaters continue to wreak havoc on parts of central Texas. After a week's worth of torrential rain, Texas is dealing with catastrophic flooding. Entire neighborhoods have been washed out.
Yeah, it's not good, and it's not going to get better. More rain on the way. So far, the flooding has taken the lives of 2 people. In areas where they can, survivors are trying to clean up the mud and the water, trying to piece together what the flood has left behind. 7 years flying through 9 trillion miles in space is what awaits 2 probes traveling to unlock the secrets of the smallest planet in our solar system, Mercury. The Bepi-Colombo mission takes off from a spaceport in French Guiana later on Saturday.
This mission is expected to build on the discoveries made by NASA's Messenger spacecraft, which orbited the planet between 2011 and 2015 and aimed at providing information about the solar system's evolution in general. All right, back here at home on Earth, 2 separate stories of missing people. The search is underway for a missing skydiver and then a missing mother, runner, and teacher.
Yeah, these cases got statewide attention and statewide support. Chris Costa today on the groups that really helped with all of this searching.
Yeah, Lee and Lindsay, the Maine Association of Search and Rescue has 15 teams from all over the state. They have K9 teams that search the woods. They have technical teams that rappel off the side of cliffs to rescue injured people. And as I found out, there's an extensive amount of training that goes into it.
I'll put in a first aid kit,
Jim Bridge stays constantly prepared.
a GPS unit. We all have headlamps and wound bandages.
As a former K9 team leader for MASAR, the Maine Association of Search and Rescue, he knows the call for a missing person can come at any time of night.
It starts as a chaotic adrenaline rush.
MASAR's 15 teams are made up of all volunteers who choose to leave work and family when game wardens call them to mobilize.
And when somebody in our society gets in trouble, people who have the capability should be able to help them.
The capabilities require more than just being an avid outdoorsman. The game wardens require the volunteers who wear this patch to be certified by standards the Warden Service approves, including navigation, wilderness skills, physical fitness, some first aid, and even crime scene prevention.
Essentially, it's the wardens have said, this is what we want. We have search teams that are not certified that don't get called.
Traveling all over the state, lending a crucial hand to wardens in some of the most critical searches, even when the person they're looking for may be dead.
This is a painstaking process. It's very, very thick in some places, so we want to be sure we don't miss anything.
One of their searchers found a deceased skydiving instructor, Brett Bickford, who went missing after he fell out of his harness in Lebanon in late September.
We don't want to leave families wondering.
Dead or alive, their goal is the same: bring the person back to their loved ones.
And the best part is simple. That's, you find somebody and you walk them out, or you carry them out and they're alive and they continue on with their life. That is a feeling that just can't be described. It's so wonderful.
All right, coming up next week, we're going to hear from game wardens about how these teams actually help in searches, and we'll explain a little bit of the very basic navigational skills that Jim put me through so I could get a sense of how search and rescue actually goes. And Lee and Lindsay, it is way more than just a walk in the woods, so we'll explain that next week.
All right, Coco, thank you very much. So in checking out the Twitter today, here's an article that caught our attention. Take a look at this. It's from Elle magazine, and the headline says, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are splitting up. Boy, was I just shocked to hear that.
I know, Keith's not even here and we have a clickbait story. When you go to click on it, it brings up a different article that's reminding folks to go out and register to vote. So, a little misleading there, but leads to a good cause.
Yeah, I liked the first part better. Just saying. Okay, coming up, we will check out the best of Snap Maps. A lot of you posting about something that happened this morning.
What could that be about? And Maine's first televised gubernatorial debate still has a lot of you talking about it. We're fact-checking some of the claims made by the candidates running for the Blaine House. In the newsroom today when Jess Gagne comes running out, she's like, guys, I totally fell for this tweet that said Kim and Kanye are breaking up.
All right, so the next three don't have reads, so how do you want to do it?
Do you want to just divide and conquer? You want the first one, I'll take the second one, you take the third one?
All right, and
then I'll take the teas?
Go to the bottom. Got
yeah.
it. Got it.
So yeah, it's good to be back here today. I enjoyed the way Lee ended the show yesterday. I thought that was funny.
I was just so confused. I had a headache.
I tuned in on Facebook Live after my live hits were done, and I tuned in right when, well, I had to book it over to the Civic Center, so I drove there first, and then by the time I got there and parked and pulled up Facebook, it was like a tight shot of the math that was going on.
Show me drive and park again.
I was like, what did I do?
You drove over.
Park.
And you got there, and then you parked, and then you brought up Facebook.
And then I brought Facebook.
Okay.
It was like that. That's exactly what happened.
I just love that you were like pantomiming your entire day.
I know.
It's okay.
But you should have seen me. I was
It's
like scurrying around.
Is that scurry?
Yeah, scurry.
Okay.
I was scurrying around all day, and it was like turn on the camera, turn on the TVU. That's how we do live shots. It was like.
Did you eat?
I did. I ate chips.
How did you eat them?
I was like, num 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 num. Like a squirrel getting ready for the winter. Num 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 num.
Gosh, that's funny.
Hey guys. So yeah, I know, Christy, but the thing is, it's not real.
I know, and I'm not rooting for them to get divorced.
No, you're just like, I get it. Like,
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I get it. I get there's a whole camp of people who are like anti-Kardashian because...
I don't even know anything about them.
Yeah.
I've never seen the show.
Yeah.
I know who the dad was because I watched the OJ trial when it happened.
Right.
So.
Right. And you probably knew who Bruce Jenner was.
I do, thank you.
From Athletics.
Yes.
Now Caitlyn.
Yes.
Caitlyn Jenner. Did I tell you I ran into Teddy V today? Hey!
Oh, great.
I did.
I already took my tie off. Sorry, guys.
Creepy guy has to go, says Bill. I think
Bill?
that's you. He says you have to leave because we're about to be on. Sanitation workers in a Philippine city found a favorite dumping spot for pickpockets. They were called to unclog a street drain, and they found about 50 wallets with credit cards and IDs, but no money.
A police officer who came to the scene said some of the wallets had been there for a very long time. The police will try to identify the wallets' owners.
Thousands of bikers are roaring into Daytona Beach today because it's the start of the 26th annual Biketoberfest. Bikers began to flood the Daytona International Speedway.
It's the second biggest motorcycle event in Daytona Beach after Bike Week. That happens in March. Organizers say festival activities are unaffected by Hurricane Michael, and the Daytona Beach area is open and ready to welcome visitors for the big event.
All right, some determination and good detective work unearthed a crime in North Carolina today. Ryder, a pit bull puppy, is too young to be an official police canine, but he is well on his way sniffing out crime in his community.
Digging up a loaded gun outside his Greenville apartment complex in the eastern part of the state. A fully loaded .38 special revolver wrapped in a t-shirt. Officers say they'll take some help tracking down the owner and may have more freelance work for Ryder coming up in the near future. So sweet. All right, up next, we're going to verify some statements that happened at last night's governor debate.
And the snow miser is in for the cranky miser. Yup, we said it. Jess in all her glory coming up. The monitor.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What's up, J-Bar?
So
What's
it's
up,
interesting.
Jesse? It's National Chocolate Cupcake Day.
Oh, duh. Okay, so a little now factoid. In doing my research today for this Verify segment that we're about to watch, I was able to verify one of the claims from a story that aired on Now, not this last July, but the July before.
Oh, we were only like 3 months old at that point.
Yeah, so I saw the footage of like you guys, and it was like a whole segment about business in Maine. And it was back when, you'll see, I don't want to give it away, but it was interesting.
How'd we do?
Pretty good.
This was back when you were in Peoria. You didn't even know who we were.
I knew who you guys
didn't even
were.
Know who we
Are you
were.
kidding? Having worked in Bangor, of course I knew who you were.
Now look at you.
Teddy called me riffraff. Is that bad?
No, not at all.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Verify.
Verify. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, it was interesting. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for your questions yesterday. There were some really good ones. Oh. Oh no. I have makeup on my dress. Oh no.
Oh no. Are we tagging this, Isaac, over at the desk? I feel like we are. I think we are.
Yeah. Oh, Joe, sorry, the video froze right before the Now factoid. Basically, a Now report 2 years ago, information from it I was able to use in my story that's coming up.
Also, teasing way ahead, deep tease to tomorrow. Tattoos and puppies.
We all know what we're doing
That's all
tomorrow.
you need to know. I'm not telling you anymore.
Okay.
Tattoos and puppies tomorrow night on New Center.
I was not allowed to have either as a child.
That's a deep tease.
Yep, not allowed to have either. No, I have one.
Tattoo?
But not both. No,
What?
I don't have tattoos.
No, you have puppies.
Exactly.
Well, you don't have one.
Yeah, I have one of those two things.
Oh, I thought you meant one puppy. I'm like, what happened to the other one? I missed something?
Climate change, Maine jobs, and education, those buzzwords, the topics you asked on social media using the hashtag #MeGovDebate for the first televised gubernatorial debate during our Voice of the Voter Forum.
Now, in responding to some of your questions last night, we heard a lot of claims from Maine's 4 candidates for governor, so we wanted to verify.
In less than 3 weeks, we will know who will be moving into the Blaine House just down the road in January.
Maine's 4 candidates for governor answering our questions and yours in their first televised debate Wednesday night in Augusta.
What is your plan for Maine? This comes from Lynn Sudlow. Alan Karen, we start with you.
We are seeing climate affecting us every day. Lobster populations are moving 4 miles a year.
To verify this claim, our source is Dr. Andrew Pershing, Chief Scientific Officer at the Gulf of Maine Research Institute. Dr. Pershing says Karen cited a statistic from Rutgers University. He says while it's technically accurate, statistics like this can be really challenging to interpret. He says the lobster population is shrinking in southern New England because of the warming water, the subject of a claim by Democrat Janet Mills.
The fact that the Gulf of Maine is warming faster than 99% of the world's oceans.
Dr. Pershing says that is correct. Over the last 30 years, the Gulf of Maine warmed at a rate more than 3 times the global average. Let's verify a claim for a different set of numbers.
The #1 detriment to Maine's economy right now, we're 50th in workforce.
Republican Sean Moody says there's a need for more skilled workers in Maine. And according to rankings from CNBC in 2017 for America's top states for business, Maine did rank 50th in the workforce category. Many of you also asked about investing in education.
We have not raised starting teacher pay statewide since 2005.
Independent Terry Hayes' claim is true. In 2005, legislation passed to set the minimum teacher salary to $30,000. More than a decade later, a bill was proposed to raise the minimum teacher salary in Maine to $40,000 a year, but it died between houses. In Maine, educator pay is decided at the local level.
And our Voice of the Voter series of forums continues Monday with Maine's 1st Congressional District candidates at 7 o'clock. Send us your questions using hashtag #ME01debate.
All right, a lot of people were freaking out Snapchat this morning, and you're going to pretty much be able to see why. Look at Jess. She's so happy.
Sorry. I know, Jess, take a look. This is just for you.
All right. Yeah, there it is. What is this stuff on my car? Yeah, it's not Parmesan. That is actual snow.
No.
Skowhegan getting excited about some snow in Scow Vegas. You know they were excited.
I know. My dogs were kind of freaking out. You know, this was the first time Lucy saw snow today, ever.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, she wasn't really sure what to do about that.
Yeah, well, pretty soon she'll know what to do with it. And that white snow is going to be yellow.
That's true.
So there you go.
That's true. Yeah, my mom even texted me this morning. She's like, I even took a picture. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Mom.
Oh, let's hope we're not getting any more of that for a little while.
It doesn't look like it. Okay. We were kind of watching that possible snow in the long range yesterday, but now, it doesn't look like it's going to be anything.
Euro. What does the Euro know?
Exactly, right? We've still got plenty of time, though. Don't worry if you want some snow. We have like 5-6 more months to go. It's cold, right? It kind of felt cold enough to snow today. 42 right now in Portland, 40 in Lewiston, 39 in Naples right now, Bangor and Old Town, both at 39 degrees. Dover, Foxcroft, 40. This was about it for the high temperatures today. Most of us only made it into the low 40s, and overnight tonight we're going to cool off even more back down into the upper 20s and lower 30s. So it is going to be a chilly start to the day tomorrow, but the good news about tomorrow is that we're actually going to warm up a little bit more, so it should be a little bit more comfortable by tomorrow afternoon. Because it's so cold tonight, we'll issue the last freeze warnings of the season. Everyone else has had a freeze warning already except for coastal Cumberland and York County. You do have one in place for tonight, so that is it for the freeze warnings and frost advisories. Now, all right, still breezy out there too. The winds will die down a little bit overnight tonight, but it's still going to be breezy for tomorrow and into the day on Saturday. Wind gust right now about 25 to 35 miles an hour, a little bit higher in some spots, gusting to around 38 still in Greenville. So as you can see, tomorrow afternoon, wind gusts will still be in that 35 to 40 mile an hour range. So while the temperatures will be a little bit nicer, we'll still be dealing with that wind. And then as we go into the day on Sunday, still a little bit breezy too, with wind gusts of about 30 to 35 miles an hour. But it is going to warm up a little bit for the day tomorrow, so it should be a little bit nicer. After starting out with those chilly temperatures tomorrow morning, we'll see the highs tomorrow make it into the 50s, so warmer than today for sure, and we'll continue that trend as we go into the day on Saturday too. Plus, we'll see lots more sun tomorrow. Saturday, the clouds start to move in. We could see a couple isolated showers early Saturday morning, but you'll notice the temperatures getting pretty close to that 60-degree mark for the first half of the weekend, so that's going to feel pretty good. And enjoy it if you can, because Sunday we are back down into the 40s. So it's going to be chilly. Saturday afternoon, few clouds around, maybe a couple isolated showers still, and then those temperatures drop for Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Here's a marine forecast for you. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Wind from the southwest tomorrow at 15 to 20 knots. So Again, tomorrow it's going to be a little bit more comfortable, warmer definitely for the day on Saturday with more sunshine, but tomorrow a pretty chilly start. It's cold again for Sunday. It's breezy again on Sunday. Kind of a repeat of what we had today. Partly cloudy as we head into the beginning of the work week next week. Temperatures don't do much. We're mostly going to be in the 50s as we go through next week. Pretty close to normal for this time of year. Overnight lows in the 30s and 40s with some clouds around, but still waiting. We're waiting on that snow. It'll be here.
Or a warm up.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Wah, wah.
Sorry.
Not today.
I'm vetoing that.
Not today.
Wow,
No.
all right.
No. Speaking of the buzzer.
Yeah, right. And cold. The Maine Mariners getting ready to play their second home game of the season this Friday, and the Mariners and New Center, Maine are teaming up to provide 13 free tickets for every home game this season.
That's awesome.
In the special Storm Center box. Tickets are available to you for nonprofits. If you're a 501(c)(3) nonprofit and a youth and high school sports team, all you have to do is apply. To apply, make sure you go to our website. There are limited amounts of tickets available. I was at the Storm Center box visiting with the Biddeford Youth Hockey kids on the home opener last Saturday. Right there's the box right there.
How awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's in the corner. It's got the Storm Center logo and the banner right there. So free tickets to Mariners games for all you nonprofits or youth organizations out there. So go to our website and apply because we're trying to give those tickets away. So let's go.
As a former youth hockey player myself, that was my favorite thing to do whenever we would take trips as teams to see like semi-professional games or college teams play. It's inspiring.
Plus, popcorn.
I know.
Snacks.
It's something to do. The kids get tired, and then it's an easy night on the parents afterwards.
Good. Exactly.
All right. I don't know yet, but I'll know eventually, maybe.
You will.
Okay.
Eventually, maybe.
I like to tire out the dogs, so I'm
go.
assuming it's the same. Okay.
All right.
A lot more coming up on News Center Maine at 5:30. We're going to check in on Delta Airlines no longer offering flights from Bangor to New York's JFK. We'll explain why.
And also, there are two guys, 24 hours, and 17 different Pat's Pizza locations. We will meet the men behind this adventure.
Sounds pretty
coming
cheesy.
up at 5:30.
Brain drops when we come back.
No.
No?
Okay, no. But we will be back, just not with that.
All right. That was your brain drops. Okay, guys, that was brain drops. Because Keith's not here.
Yeah, he's the only person with brains.
Sorry. You are going to the monitor. What was that?
That was sarcasm.
Did you say something?
Sarcasm. Sarcasm.
Jeff, are you running downstairs?
I will be.
Can I give you this to bring back? Thank you so much. Saving us at the last second. The other one is charging, which is good.
Sure.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
It was dead. It wouldn't turn on. It was dead. My scripts were dead. Man, oh man. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everybody. What's going on? Liam, are you on the mic?
Liam's
You are?
rocking the mic.
Oh, Lydia, are you on the mic?
Lydia's running the show?
Lydia's rocking the Digicenter today, guys.
No wonder this has gone so well. I think we need to have Lydia come say hello to the people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I think so.
Guys, Lydia is amazing when it comes to all things
Say hi to Lydia.
digital.
Woo, woo.
Thanks, Lee.
Running the show today. Oh, look out. Oh, Lydia. There's Liam just sitting there doing his usual amounts of we're not sure what. Yeah.
Oh my God. Liam's making us all look good. That's what's happening. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget it.
Are you guys still in the air?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it.
What's it of? Or are you going to surprise us?
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want us to do first, though? Okay. And there are no reads on it, so you just want to split it up.
Yeah.
All right,
And
guys,
now
here's
Chris
brain
is
drops
here.
today.
A touring book sale that bills itself as the world's largest has set up shop inside an airplane hangar in Dubai.
The sale opened for business yesterday and will stay open for round the clock for the next 11 days. It's dubbed the Big Bad Wolf Book Sale. It was founded in Malaysia in 2009. 3 million books are for sale at discounted prices. The sale tours regularly across Asian cities, including 2 countries that I don't know how to pronounce right now.
And Taipei.
This is the first stop in the Middle East. The man who founded the sale says the books have all been carefully selected with cultural sensitivities of each country in mind. Where's Keith Carson when we need him? Am I right?
He's in Manila and Taipei.
Yeah.
Organizers hope to attract as many as 300,000 visitors to this big sale in Dubai.
3 million books, 30,000 titles. There is no bookstore that has that many titles, you know. So in a matured market like Dubai, this will give variety to readers, you know, and also give readers an opportunity to buy books as gifts to non-readers, you know, because it's affordable.
For the record, I said Keith because he's the world traveler in our group.
Yes.
Okay.
He would be the most one likely to know that.
Exactly.
So there you go. All right,
Okay.
before we let you go, because you know we love the snap maps here on News Center Now, we've got more to show you. In fact, this is like, oh, look at that.
Oh,
First
who
we
is
showed
it?
you snow, and now we show you puppies and water.
Oh, it's a beach day.
Yeah, it's a beach day somewhere. So this is a snap map that came in from parts unknown, probably not
Portland area.
Manila or Taipei.
No.
This is the Portland, Maine area apparently. So doggies in the water. It's a good thing they've got fur. Probably a little chilly
A
for
little
them.
chilly.
So,
Good beach day after all. Life's rough, huh?
rough.
Get it? You're welcome.
That's cheesy.
I already said that. News Center Maine at 5:30 starts now. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I wasn't even going to try.
There, guys. Sorry.
I wasn't even going to try to pronounce those words.
I tried looking up comments.
I